This week, we are continuing our newborn series talking about your 1-month-old. Everything you need to know about developmental milestones, as well as all of our favorite things we've been using every day for our 1-month-old.
Yep, if this is your first time meeting us, I'm Kurt. I'm a board-certified pediatrician and now dad of 3.
Yes, I'm Sarah. I'm a board-certified OBGYN and mom to those same 3.
Yep,
and we are the Doctors Bjorkman. This week, again, we're continuing talking about your 1-month-old. Congrats, you made it a whole month. And what fun and what exhaustion. So let's talk about your 1-month-old baby. What kind of developmental things are happening?
Yeah, so you're probably starting, maybe they're a little bit less of a potato. I know like the newborn baby, they just are kind of a lump. But by this 1 month of age, they're starting with their social smile.
Yes.
They're starting to recognize voices and people a little bit more. Maybe they're vocalizing with some little cooing noises.
So cute. Yes.
They're also learning some kind of movement. Maybe they're bringing their hands to their face.
Yes.
And then they're orienting a little bit better to kind of like starting to understand day-night and schedules and places a little bit more are kind of some of the big developmental things.
Indeed.
Thinking about this is the other question is like, hey, how do you help support their development?
Right.
A lot of this comes down to spending time with them, chatting with them, lots of skin to skin, and then like making sure you're doing some tummy time with those diaper changes as well.
Yeah. All right, let's ask the pediatrician, what are some important things to be thinking about for your 1-month-old baby?
Yeah, so they're finally like past that crazy newborn stage, but still super needy, still working on feeding and growth. At this stage, they're growing about 1.5 pounds, 2 pounds a month, and that really comes through those frequent feeds still happening about every 2 to 3 hours. Hopefully, you're starting to get a little bit of a schedule. The pediatrician may want to have a 1-month weight check just to make sure that, hey, you got to birth weight by 2 weeks of age, and now we're seeing good continued weight gain as you're getting to this 1 month before they get to their 2 month, which is usually when kind of the first real series of vaccines happens.
Right. What about sleeping?
Yeah, so we've talked a lot about sleep. We actually just put out a sleep video all about this too. So thinking about, hey, how is your baby learning to start to organize sleep that then allows you as parents to get some sleep and them to start kind of consolidating nighttime sleep and daytime sleep and getting a little bit more of a schedule too. Super important as they're just working on learning sleep. Again, sleep is natural, but learning to consolidate it takes some time.
Yes, at that 1 month mark, babies are often still sleeping 14 to 17 hours a day. Naps can be anywhere from 20 minutes to 2 hours. Pro tips are make sure you're capping naps during the day at about that 2-hour mark, and trying to start your day at about the same time with that anchor feed. Choose a time that works for you, sometime between kind of 6 and 8 o'clock in the morning, and that'll help you start to organize your days and develop some flexible routines.
Yep. And then the other big thing for your 1-month-old is safety. So safe sleep. They are on their back in their own safe sleep space. In the car, their car seat, they are rear facing. And then the straps are positioned appropriately. So that chest piece is right at nipple level. And then the straps are snug enough where you can't pinch them down on themselves.
Your baby may not like a car seat. Our first hated the car seat. A crying baby is an alive baby. Car seats are something that is just safe. They may hate it. You're not alone if car rides suck a little bit.
Yep. And like also like if it's wintertime where you're at, like not having the puffy jacket on, and because like it's amazing, like in an accident, that puffy jacket can compress and they can slip out. So, you know, having the blankets over their straps, not under the straps.
Yes.
And then the final big safety thing that we'll talk about is just infections. Their immune systems have done a ton to develop in this first month, actually makes them way safer from getting serious bacterial infections, but still a virus, bronchiolitis can set them back, could potentially put them in the hospital. We had a ton of cases of RSV here this year and had some good friends who had babies in our ICU. And so limiting exposures as you can, and lots of hand washing. Hand washing for people before they're touching the baby. You can wash your baby's hands with some hand sanitizer.
Do that a lot.
And then having the toddlers not kiss their lips, kiss them on top of the head.
Kiss his head. Get out of his face. Yes, we use the nose freedom much more with Hank than we have with any of the other kids because he gets these little colds from his toddler siblings. All right, so another thing parents and caregivers always want to know is what should we be doing to help our little baby thrive? What should we do?
It's not fancy. Like literally just interacting with your child, talking to them. You can read them. Books is great. Like books are always great.
read to them. Let them lay on the floor, look at the fan. Black and white cards are something that are kind of fun to hold for them. If you don't have them, it doesn't matter. We certainly didn't when we were kids. Just engaging with them and letting them engage with the world around them on their own. Like, just let them be. Let them look up at their little, we love every little
play gym.
Yeah. And we'll just sit and let them look at some different part of the furniture.
Or touching different fabrics and like little things, just like their brain is learning how to sense the world around them.
Yes.
And so hearing sound, feeling things, looking at things, like, their vision's still developing, so still those high contrast cards are still like helpful for them, like as they're kind of forming those synapses in their like ocular cortex. So like all of these things, like as simple as it is, just interact with them and let them see the world.
Yep.
So finally, what are some of our favorite things we're using every day for the care of our 1-month-old?
Yes. So favorites. Here we go.
Yeah, so we've talked about sleep. Having some white noise is really helpful, both kind of like in at-home settings and out and about.
Yes.
We've really liked the Hatch white noise. This has been great. We've used this for all 3 of our kids. It's lasted. It gets used all the time.
Yep, we have 3.
And then like thinking about like having like being out and about more because we've got other kids, we're on the go. Sometimes having a little white noise that like, hey, like this pops in the stroller where we're at, just
Look how little it is.
help drown out some of the ambient noise that has helped us with some naps on the go a little bit. I forget what brand this is, but
I don't
we'll
know.
have this
I'll link it. It's
linked in our Amazon
whatever
store.
Amazon.
So, but like having a little white noise machine has been great.
Other things we use every day, the Ollie Swaddle.
Oh yeah, hold on.
Oh.
Okay, we're good.
Swaddle.
So
the Ollie, like when the babies were a little bit littler, like 0 to 3 weeks, we were really liking the Kite Baby Sleep Sack Plus swaddle situation.
these were great.
Loved it. Was so easy because then we knew he was warm enough. We would just, then this swaddled around him. It was just very simple.
We've transitioned.
But
We
he
still
grew out of it. He's kind of a big kid. It just didn't last long was the one thing that was sad about that
because
for him.
our baby,
he's big.
He's so we like are still using the sleep sack, and then like all
but
3
not
of our
if
kids.
he's into a size small sleep sack now.
Yes, yeah.
Yeah,
So
like the
all of our
XL
kiddos are like, have used the Ollie swaddle.
Love the Ollie.
Love this. We've got a video all about swaddling, but this just makes it so
It's easy. It's
idiot-proof.
Yes.
When it's dark and in the middle of the night, like just Velcro. You're
and they can't get out of it. That's the thing. They don't often bust out of that one. And if they do, it's because generally one of us didn't swaddle them enough. When Kurt's like, oh, did you leave Hank's hand out this morning? And I said, no, I just didn't mummy him quite good enough.
Okay. When they're sleeping,
we love our Nanit. We have a Nanit camera on the cribs that we love. It's got a dual screen. We've also used that for 4+ years now.
Yep, it's been great because hey, I can look at my child sleeping while I'm at work.
Yes, it's so fun because you can kind of see the whole room, and so we love it to even be able to creep on them during the day for quick naps, travel, whatever when we have Hank up in the office in the pack and play or something.
Yeah.
We love the VTech. It's this cheapy baby monitor that is on Amazon. I think it's about
and the price point is just way better. But we've
$40.
used these for travel
They're
for
awesome.
4 years now.
Yep.
And then
it doesn't need Wi-Fi. It doesn't need anything fancy. You plug it in, you see the baby, you hear the baby. It's just so simple, very affordable. It's awesome.
Yep. And having more than just sound, being able to see they're making some noise. Are they actually awake? Or are they just kind of doing baby stuff?
Yep. We love this one.
And then what about baby containment during the day? This has been different for all of our kiddos, but all 3 so far have been babies we wear.
Very much. Yes.
You love your wraps. You did a
wrap
video all about Solly wraps or other woven wraps.
Yes.
The baby Bjorn
Yes.
has been great, just in terms of lots of support, just gonna hold baby in.
Yes. I think this is the mini. We have a little bit bigger one for when they get bigger. So this is nice around that 4-week mark for a structured carrier at 4 weeks. I love the Solly Moby type soft stretchy wraps that we have a video on.
But the structured carriers are so much nicer for me.
And they're starting to get bigger. At the 4-week mark, they're just starting to get bigger, and those wraps don't provide as much support. So that's where I start moving to a woven wrap or different things that are a little sturdier, or a structured carrier. And so that one's nice because it's nice and small. It's great.
Let's see, other containment things during the day. Our first 2 would not really like being set down ever.
Never, ever.
And so like people
Zero.
talk like, oh, we love this boppy, we love this bouncer. They all failed. Any kind of containment, bouncing, moving, electronic thing that had motion.
We tried them all.
If it wasn't touching mom or dad, they didn't love
and
it.
Bo said 0 stars.
Hank is a different kid. Like we actually have the little like baby Bjorn bouncer
one?
that like we
loves
bought
it.
2 kids ago, and we just kept it. And Hank finally likes it. It's been great. He sits down.
He doesn't stay in a long time, but
he'll like sometimes give us 20 minutes
or like dinner.
Allow us to do dinner, and like he's off the floor, so the dogs aren't gonna get him. You know, big brother and big sister love to see how much they can get him bouncing.
I think they're gonna launch him. Okay. So make sure you do strap them in. And again, baby containers. Physical therapists don't love them. Your pediatrician doesn't love them. We don't want babies in containers for long periods of times. It's not good for their hip development, flat spots, all these different things. But this is the real world, and you might want to take a shower, and babies don't always like laying on the floor, or that's not safe because you have dogs or different things. So that's one it's been a hit this time.
Okay. Speaking of floor time, we have loved the Love Every Play Gym. Again, we've used this for all 3 kids now.
It's
just
so
like
sturdy. It's so nice.
It just like gives them little things to look at, to interact with, and it like lasts through the first at least 6 to 12 months of life.
We hang random stuff on it. The kids love to play on it. It's got 3 kind of wooden bars, so it is also kind of a barrier to like getting fallen on and different things
by big siblings or dogs, etc. So like it's like baby's safe spot on the floor, a great place for tummy time and other interactive.
Totally.
And then other like spaces. Thinking about like we have the 4 moms play yard with like the changing table attachment thing has been great. Like some of it is just like during the day, like where are you living? And so like having a place that's quick to change them, and also like nearby for some of the daytime naps.
Right, because our third doesn't have a room. He has like a office/closet during the daytime, and so like makeshift things that pack and play doubles as a place for him to nap and also a place to change his diaper up here. We got a portable changing table that like folds up.
It's been awesome, actually. It stays by our bed for
downstairs
nighttime.
in our room to change him. We really like it because it's taller than the pack and play. So we're like, oh, I'm not bending over so far to change him, and then it can fold up. It's kind of neat. We can link that.
But it's been like just like a great changing space. It's like really solid for that. You've seen it in a couple are like how to change a diaper and how to swaddle videos. Like it's been in those. So
it's very portable. It's nice because we didn't want to like buy a piece of furniture that was just in the way and wanted to be able to move it and be temporary. So
and then when baby grows up, then we can put it away and store it in case we decide we want to add more crazy to our family in the future.
Indeed.
Stay tuned. I think those are the big things.
I think those are the big
then
things.
The car seat. We talked about like car seat. We have loved the Doona. We did a video all about the Doona for our first. We like tried the Nuna Pippa Light. Like it was the sweetest, the lightest car seat ever.
Awesome.
Cecilia hated it. She screamed for 16,000 miles.
In
that car seat.
I don't think it was a car seat. I think it was
just her. But now that we have multiples, like having a baby that like can like, hey, they're in the car and then they're like in a stroller without having to exchange them while getting the toddlers out.
Correct.
The Doona has been so awesome. It actually like makes us feel so much safer in parking lots that we're not trying to transition a baby to a stroller while there's a toddler on the loose.
Totally. I would say the Doona isn't necessarily like you could get away with not having it for your first kid. But when you have a second that you have to also get out of the car and go places and do things, to have to carry an infant carrier and a toddler is just a lot because it's all heavy and toddlers are wild. And it is a splurge item. It is very expensive, but it has been very worth it. We have felt very worth it. Oh, I feel like the Nanit just notified me that Hank is awake.
Hank's awake. So anyway, these are our favorite things for a 1-month-old.
Hopefully they help you guys.
Make sure you guys are subscribed. We're here with lots of newborn content, toddler content coming your way too. I think we're going to talk about some vaccines coming up soon.
Woo, here
Hank's
we go.
going to be due for 2-month vaccines.
Yes.
We haven't really talked about vaccines much, but like, hey, what ones do we think are absolutely important? What is the benefit of them? Are there any risks? Things like that. So stay tuned. We'll see you guys soon.
Have a great week.
We're doctors.
But not your doctors.
Anything we've said in this video is for education or entertainment purposes only.
It is not medical advice.
Any specific medical questions you have should be directed to your provider.